Let us explore what Paul is anticipating in Romans chapter 3, verse 5 to 8, and I quote, "But if our unrighteousness demonstrates the righteousness of God, what shall we say? Is God unjust who inflicts wrath? I speak as a man. Certainly not, for then how will God judge the world? For if the truth of God has increased through my lie to his glory, why am I also still judged as a sinner? And why not say, let us do evil, what good may come? As we are slanderously reported, and as some affirm that we say their condemnation is just." Unquote. Let us look at the verse this way. Imagine someone is trying to justify their criminal behavior by saying, "I'm helping the police and the courts by giving them employment. They should thank me for it instead of sending me to jail." Now, does that make sense? Of course not. Good cannot come from evil. And this is exactly the type of thinking that Paul is anticipating in Romans chapter 3, verse 5 to 8. Some may argue, if my sin makes God's righteousness and forgiveness more visible, then isn't that a good thing? Shouldn't my wrongdoing or my sin be praised instead of punished? But you see, God's response is clear. Absolutely not. In verse 8, Paul makes it clear that no one should ever think it's okay to sin thinking that good might come from it. The logic is simple. Even if something positive results from a bad action, that doesn't make the action itself good or right. Paul's teaching emphasizes that wrongdoing remains sinful and deserves judgment, no matter what perceived good comes from it. We are always responsible for our actions, and we cannot use a perceived positive outcome to excuse sinful behavior. So the key takeaway is this: we should never justify sin by saying good will come out of it. God is both just and righteous, and he holds us accountable for our actions. While he is merciful and ready to forgive, his grace is not a free pass to keep on sinning. Instead, we are called to live rightly, relying on God's grace, but never using it as an excuse to do wrong. Amen.